The Supreme Court has declined the urgent hearing of Subramanian Swamy's plea on right to worship. BJP Rajya Sabha MP Swamy had mentioned before the CJI for urgent listing of his writ petition related to Ayodhya Babri Masjid case. The CJI has asked Swamy to approach later on. Meenakshi Bhanja on the phone line with us. Yes, Meenakshi, over to you. If you could explain to us exactly what has the Supreme Court said declining Subramanian Swamy's plea.
Well, absolutely, Afrida. You know, why this plea has assumed import is because our viewers will recall in the main Ram Janmabhoomi Babri Masjid title dispute hearing, the Supreme Court had made it very clear to all the parties, including Dr. Swamy himself, as to how it will only for the moment consider the primary parties in the case and their arguments. There are 3 or 4 primary parties to the original Ram Janmabhoomi title dispute case. However, Dr. Swamy wanted to be heard on account of being an intervener. So clearly the Supreme Court there, alongside other applications, had also categorically told Dr. Swamy that his plea, intervention plea in the Ram Janmabhoomi title dispute would not be heard by the Supreme Court, because of which Dr. Swamy had urged upon the Supreme Court that point in time, Afrida, to revive his earlier plea, which was already pending in the Supreme Court pertaining to right to worship, which is pending before a disparate bench, which is not seized of the Ram Janmabhoomi case. So in pursuance of that, today we saw this development where Subramanian Swamy made a mentioning before the Honorable Chief Justice of India's bench, wanting for an early listing, early hearing of his original plea, which was filed ahead of the Ram Janmabhoomi title dispute case pending in the Supreme Court, and wanting to list it for a early hearing, early listing. And that request, like you correctly referred to, has been declined by the Supreme Court for now.
So there will be no early hearing, no urgency appeal that can be entertained at this point. The Supreme Court has clearly stated that this is something that can wait for now. Thanks for joining us, Meenakshi. The Supreme Court has pulled up the union government over the plight of construction workers across the country. The court rapped the centre for not being serious about the condition of the workers. The Supreme Court had in a previous order called for the centre to form a scheme to take care of their welfare. Meenakshi Bhanja joining me once again on this. So, Meenakshi, if you can give us more information on what exactly has the Supreme Court said in its notice to the union government. Okay, I'm told that we've lost the line with Meenakshi. At this point in time, what we are breaking to you is that the Supreme Court has pulled up the union government over the plight of construction workers across the country. The court has rapped the centre for not being serious enough about the condition of the construction workers. The Supreme Court had in a previous order called for the centre to form a scheme to take care of the welfare.